What's up everybody, it's Mr. Bald again, back at it. I wanted to also talk about another item I picked up about a week ago, and that is the Canon Vixia r800. HD, 1080p, 60 frames a second. And first of all, I want to tell you the reason why I went with this over the 4K is because, let's face it, if you know anything about anything, most people's devices do not play full 4K, really. And you can't tell the difference. 4K, 1080p, 30 frames a second, or 60 frames a second, you can't tell. My personal preference, I actually think the 1080p 4K, or I'm sorry, the 1080p 60 frames a second looks better than the 4K 30 when you're actually viewing real 4K. Anyway, the price difference as well. Any item that's quality, like Canon, with a 4K product, you're paying 800 plus. This is 1080p, 60 frames, the best you're gonna get. So that's why it's at the price point of $250, and sometimes you can even find it at $200. And I've already tested it. I've put it to the test, used it, and I like it. 5 out of 5 stars for the price point and what it is, entry-level video camera. And what I really like about it is, not only can I zoom, it's portable, it's light, and it has that screen. So if you do want to flip that screen all the way around and do some vlogging, you can do that. But I mainly got it for my daughter to take home videos. And when we go back to New York and on vacation in other countries, which we plan on doing, I want to use this so I can zoom. The bad thing about the phone is you can't zoom. You can, it looks crappy. So I wanted something I could have true zoom with, and here it is. So this isn't going to do it justice, of course. I just wanted to show you and let you look at the product here. You got 32 times zoom, 57, and then it even goes further than that. That tells you a lot right there. And I like the fact that this auto tracks your face. It picks up on your face, it auto tracks, it doesn't go off, so it's never blurry. It's not like the DSLR cameras where your face might be blurry and you don't know if it's in focus. This is always in focus. And of course you can zoom and it's gonna home right in on whatever you want to look at. And it always tracks your face. Outside, I'm not going to get too in depth on every little thing. You do have your priority mode. So if you want to do things like slow motion, zoom type, you got your different, this is on 57 zoom, you can. But you also have extra features like mic level, focus, white balance, exposure, and P mode. Exposure and white balance is automatic, so it does adjust that for you, but just know you can adjust it yourself in P mode. Now if you just want to go to automatic mode, you can do that, and then everything's auto. You don't have to worry about anything, but just know I like to keep it on P mode because really everything's automatic, except you can adjust things if you want to, and you can do the white balance, the sound, and all that good stuff. Adjust how loud the mic's going to be, whatever you need to do. And if you do go to like cinema mode right here, just know you can only shoot at 1080p 30 frames a second. It is not 60 frames a second, like as if it was auto or P. P is 60 frames a second, and that makes it look more detailed. So this is really convenient. I mean, you slide your hand in there. Let's get into the actual mechanics of it. Slide your hand in there. Your button's right there. You can press it, you record, and you just shoot. You just point and shoot. That's it. I like the simplicity of it. When you're done, shut that bad boy. I like the fact that the shutter is right there on the side. Look how little it is. Just put it in your palm and go. The biggest thing on it is the battery. Just joking. But anyway, once you take that battery off, it's even smaller. And I actually picked up an extra one online, which is very cheap, just to have two, and I can hook it up to the wall charger. What this does come with, it comes with a USB cable, so you can hook it up to your TV, and a cord to charge it, but you have to plug it directly into the device itself. I don't want to do that. I want to hook it up to a box and plug it into the wall, so that's why I got the extra battery and the plug socket. And I paid $250 for this, actually a little bit cheaper. But yeah, it's a great camera after using it. It's very nimble, and you got your tripod mount on the bottom, all that good stuff. But I'm really digging it. This is a really cool camera. I haven't had a digital video camera, you know, a camcorder in general, in many, many years. So I've always used the phone or something like what you see right there, a wide angle device. That's not suffice in every instance. And you know, I went to New York and I recorded with that mainly in my phone. I just wish that I had this to zoom in at the top of that building. And I had my DSLR camera to take good pictures, but we all know, I got the D3400. We all know that's terrible for audio. You hear the lens. You don't hear the lens on this. You can zoom in, you don't hear the lens, and when you zoom all the way in, the quality is there. Again, I'm not really getting into depth on the visual part of it right now. I will come out with a video like that when I get outside, but just wanted to talk about the camera itself. And just know me, everything I buy, I do hours of research on. So I actually researched this total between 2 days, about 2 hours, full hours, going back and forth from the Nikons, the Sonys, the Canons, the top 5 cameras of 2020, 2019, 18. This has been around for a while, but this is it. And I went with this one versus the other version because I don't need Wi-Fi on this. I like to take the memory card out, put it directly into my device and go from there. But I have it set to where you open up this, it automatically comes on. Here's your on and off switch if you didn't want to do that. You can play back video, select what you want to do, all that good stuff. And here's where your memory card goes, right there. It's a full-size memory card slot, but this is a micro SD inside of an adapter. So I like the fact that you can put a full size in there. You got your different ports, HDMI out, USB. This takes a mic. One huge thing to note about the mic, I bought a mic from Amazon and I tried to use it. It didn't work. If you're gonna buy a mic for this, you have to use an external mic with its own power source. So that means get a mic that you can hook up to your shirt with a battery or an external wireless mic. But if it's wired, make sure it has its own battery source so you can turn it on, hook it up to your camera. And then if you're not using your camera, the cool thing about those mics is you could just plug it right into your phone like I did right now, and you don't have to turn it on. The phone automatically picks up all the wireless mics or the wired mics, but this one you need its own battery source, so you just flip it on and you can use it with it just fine. So anyway, I wanted to talk about this and make a review video on it. Like I said, not a detailed review, but from me using it in the backyard, filming my daughter play on the playground, zooming into the moon and her, and just having good times with it. Even a little bit of vlogging, which I haven't posted anything with this yet, but it's great. And I'm gonna give it 5 stars out of 5 stars for that cheaper end beginner entry-level camera. When it comes to cameras $300 or less at 1080p, 60 frames or less, you don't get any better than this. I challenge you to find better, and if you do, leave it in the comments below or shoot me a message. But this is what I came up with, under $300, 1080p, 60 frames a second and best. And the stabilization is great on it. Just know, when you get this camera, listen to this real close. I thought it was broken at first. That's what you're gonna hear. Everybody hears that sound. So what that is, it's the actual lens that's floating around. It's the axis, it's the gimbal that's in there. So once you turn that on, listen. The gimbal's in play, so it's for image stabilization, but just know once it's off, there you go, you're gonna hear it. So don't worry, it's not broken, your camera's perfectly fine. If you hear that, it kind of freaked me out whenever I first bought the thing. So anyway, if you have any comments, please drop your comment below. Let me know what you think. What camera are you gonna go with? Oh, and there's the specs right there. So everything's right there on the front of it. And what I did, you know, I don't care for the wide angle because like I said, I got that camera, I got the phone, I got everything else. But I did get this. I got this pretty much free actually, $6, it was 16. And I paid 6 on eBay. They gave me a discount, which I don't usually go through Amazon. That's where I got, no, I actually got this on eBay and I was gonna return it. But it finally got to me. But the USPS shipping is slow these days, and that's a whole nother story. But anyway, you have this, so you can put on wide angle lenses. It does have threads. Or you could just put on this, the magnifier. I think it looks pretty cool. So you get that extra zoom if you want to. I don't carry it like this, but whenever I'm zooming into the moon and just trying to have fun, you do have the adapters and the extra things that you can put onto it. But just know this Canon vixia r800 it is threaded. Just know that. And one of the better lenses I've heard from what I've seen online is the Vivitar. If you're gonna go macro or a wide angle, and this is just, I believe, 2 times. So you can zoom in a little bit better. You can see that there. So anyway, and I carry everything in this little bag. It's a deodorant bag that I picked up on Amazon, but I carry everything you see on this table right here, plus some extras. Cleaning cloths and stuff like that, the microphone. I just throw in the bag, you know, throw and go. So it's pretty nifty. So if you're thinking about how to carry, you know, small stuff around without having to have a huge backpack, something that's also manly, it's not a purse, is the bag for deodorant and stuff like that. You could use it for whatever you want, but that's what I put everything in. Keep the action camera in there, the extra battery. There's an extra battery, the little mounts and stuff like that, in case I want to set it up at the table and all that good stuff. So anyway, please subscribe. Thanks for the support, and we'll catch you all on the next one.